During our lesson on oxidizing agents, we saw that neutral atoms either become positively charged or negatively charged when there is trading of electrons. Okay? So when the atom gives out, when A gives out an electron, it becomes positively charged, When B accepts an electron, it becomes negatively charged. Now, B, before accepting an electron, is neutral. But once it accepts an electron, it becomes negatively charged. Okay? So anions, therefore, reduction has taken place. So anions are formed when electrons are added to neutral atoms, just as we've seen here. Anions are negatively charged ions. Any chemical substance that will add electrons to another is a reducing agent. If a chemical substance adds electrons to another substance, then it becomes a reducing agent. Okay? It becomes a reducing agent. Now, in this case, copper was positively charged. Iron was neutral. But as the reaction ended, iron donated 2 electrons to copper. Iron donated 2 electrons to copper, and then iron became positively charged. Okay? Now, at the start of the reaction, copper was positively charged. Okay? Now, copper accepted 2 electrons from iron and became neutral. Iron was neutrally charged, and then iron donated 2 electrons to copper, and then iron ended up being positively charged. What this means is that iron is a reducing agent. Why? Because it has donated electrons to copper. It has reduced copper from a +2 state to 0. So the reduction is taking place in copper, but iron is causing the reduction because iron is giving copper more electrons. Okay, iron is giving copper more electrons. This can normally be seen on the reactivity series. Okay, now we know that when an element is higher than another, when a metal is higher than another on the reactivity series, displacement takes place. Now, iron is higher than copper in the reactivity series, so iron will knock away the copper and then take the position of the copper. Okay, in this state, copper is in a compound form, so copper has a 2+ sign here. The sulfate has a 2- sign here. Now, iron will compensate copper and give copper the electrons it donated. Okay, iron will compensate copper and then take copper's position. So the iron will then join with the sulfate, and then we get iron sulfate, and then the copper will be knocked away to stay on its own. Now the copper has moved from 2+ to 0. The iron has moved from 0 to 2+. So in displacement reactions of metals, there is donation of electrons. Now in this case, iron is a reducing agent because it has donated electrons to copper.